Hello and welcome. This is Rising Dawn 144. Coming out with a collective message tonight. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. I already started laying out the cards and my mic wasn't working. So I have mimicry, play, routine, teamwork, and survival out here. I'm seeing somebody playing in your face. They're mimicking you, like mirroring you to make you think that they're safe. They're like you. They want to mimic your routine, and they're playing in your face. They're acting like they're on your team. They want you to believe this is a long, drawn out thing. This isn't something that happened just overnight because they had to get into your routine. Not only did they want to learn your routine, they wanted to learn how they could mimic that for themselves. And meanwhile, they're playing like they're on your team. But in the end, they wanted you to be their prey. They wanted to take your routine. We got protection at the bottom of the deck, so good luck there. This has the two birds are protecting this egg. So, and there's poppy plants all around, and poppy plants are a symbol of death. Like there's now that I'm noticing, there's a little bit of poppies here on the routine card, and the whole bottom of the teamwork card is poppies. I think they're frozen in ice on this teamwork card. But either way, uh, you're protecting an egg. An egg is being protected. A child, um, a new idea, something is being protected. Tell me about this mimicry. Excuse me. Communication. Okay. Tell me about this no, tell me about the communication. An illusion. They're mimicking you. They're mirroring you. They learned your routine and then played like they were on your team. But they were playing in your face. This was an illusion. And you got some sort of communication, or you're getting communication about this. Tell me about this play. Risk. Yeah, they're taking a big risk playing in your face like this. This is like, I mean, they got probably into your family unit, they got into your work, whatever. Like your world. They got into it and they took a risk doing this. Talking about this routine, because if it doesn't work out, it blows everything up. Talking about this routine. 2. Community and nature. Well, this is you separating yourself from the community because you're not like them. You don't think like them. You don't do things the way they do them. You could like nature. You could like being in the woods. You could. Yeah, you're not hanging out with them. You're not hanging out with this community for some reason. Tell me about this routine, please. One card. Memory. They were memorizing the routine. That's what I said. And they're also taking a risk because they know that once you see them, it's like an elephant, you know? You don't forget. You will forever see them as that energy. And this is a big risk. This is a risk that could get them exposed. Or it did get them exposed. Because you got communication about this risk. So that, yeah, now you see them. You see their energy for what it is. Whoa. Talking about the teamwork. Gifts. It's a survival. Commitment and illusions. They're committed to keeping this illusion up. They yeah, they're trying to take your gifts. They're trying to take what's yours. That was their goal. Tell me about the survival. One card, please. They got exposed though. Your gifts are you can't steal somebody's gifts. What the hell? Bond. They wanted you in survival within a bond. I need more information. Illusion, this keeps coming up. And you know, look at that. So we got this mirror that keeps showing up with illusion, right? You see that? Yeah. With gifts, you got a frame here, but there's no mirror. There's no picture. There's no mirror. There's no nothing. So they're trying to mimic your gifts and they can't. So they need to act like they were on your team, like you guys were doing teamwork. And in reality, it was your gifts, it was your energy that they were using. And they had to keep you in survival mode in order for this to work. They had to some type of bond. But they're using your energy and your gifts. But it was all an illusion. They don't have anything. They had to mimic you. They had to pretend to be you. And without you, they don't have anything. All right, let's spill the tea. What's this? Mimicry and communication. Mimicry and communication. Energy shield. Boundary set. Zip your aura, close the leaks. Entry by invitation only. Protect your frequency. No is a full sentence. Protect your peace. Schedule your yes. Respect is earned by boundaries. They knew that if you figured this out, this was going to happen. And here it is. You got the communication that somebody was mimicking you. So immediately you put boundaries up. You started protecting your energy. They made a big risk doing this because they were playing in your face is what that was a big risk. You're not stupid. All right, so talking about the risk and the play. They are like boasting. They're boasting to others how they were playing you. The comeback kid. They awoken you. I'm talking about this comeback kid. Energy cleanse. Setback who? You return wiser, faster, hungrier. Comebacks rewrite the script. Energy cleanse. Reset the room, feed and mind. Cut cords, open windows, clean space, clear your spirit. They're done. They awoken you. The lion. They woke in the lion. All right, tell me about this memory and routine. Yeah, when you know who your enemy is and who your opponent is, it's a lot easier to focus your energy on what you need to take care of. But if people are playing in your face and you don't know who's who, what a mess, right? What a mess. Okay, third party situation. If you have to compete for love, it was never yours. Real affection doesn't need auditions. Third party isn't necessarily, someone cheating on you and all that crap. Third party is anybody that's in your business. This person is watching through a window. So anyone that's in your business. Oh, okay. Past patterns, people's patterns of who they are. That's embedded into your memory. You you pick up on patterns. You pick up on routines. You pick up on subtle little things that other people don't pick up on. So you can't forget it. It's literally burned into your brain once you get the information you need. Once the puzzle pieces come together and you get the picture, you cannot forget the picture. It's burned into your memory. Forever a student, beginner's mind, expert habits, keep learning, stay humble, curiosity never retires. Once you set these boundaries and protected your energy, you are able to cleanse your energy, but also able to recognize the patterns of what was going on because they were playing in your face. They were pretending like they were your teammate. So you were able to pick up these, just all you had to do was look. It was there. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so your curiosity, you started checking things out and then you started seeing the patterns. So tell me about the gifts and teamwork. This is where they were pretending like they had gifts like you did, but it was your energy. I picked this one, gut feelings. Your body votes first. Trust the yes, the no. Overthinking. Instinct is ancient wisdom. Forever student, ancient wisdom. That is your gift. Oh, that's, yeah, they're feeding off of you. Tell me about this gut feeling. Inner peace, centered, not numb. Respond, don't react. Stillness is strength. Tell me about this bond and survival. Ring, ring, wake up call, and guilty rest. Reality rings loud. Snooze or step up. Presence over autopilot. Wake up to your own potential. Get out of survival mode. Trust your gut instincts. Trust your curiosity. Trust the messages that you're getting. Permission to power down. Rest now. Return sharper. Recharge is part of mastery. Yeah, after you figure all this out, to find your inner peace, you got to rest, recharge, reintegrate all the messages and the lessons that you've learned. Let go of the illusions, which is very hard. Some of them are deeply embedded. So energy shield, and boundary set, please. I do not have a problem coughing at all until I sit down and do these reads. Yeah, I don't want. Go with the flow. Work with the current, not against it. And go with this deck. Energy shield and boundaries, please. Power, responsibility, fate, and grace. It's your responsibility to protect yourself, to protect your energy. You have to trust yourself in order to do this. You have to trust yourself enough. And one, you have the power to do it. And then two, what you need to put those boundaries around. Who to keep out, who to keep in, all that fun stuff. Awareness and strength. Your strength is in your awareness. And it's your responsibility to move with that. Come back, kid, and energy cleanse. Soul journey, inner strength, Sleeping Beauty's dream. They woke up Sleeping Beauty and you're a lion. Sleeping Beauty's dream, please. They can't compete with you. They can't trick you. They're very stupid taking that risk, playing in your face. Didn't I say something about elephant earlier? So we have the gardener, non-judgment, acceptance, and self-compassion. Then we have protector and friendship with that elephant. So you are protected during this. Let's see. You were protected from this risk they took, from what they're playing in your face. You're protected from that. Having self-compassion and accepting your inner strength, that you have the power and the strength to actually put these boundaries up, to spiritually cleanse. Use this energy to work to your benefit instead of letting other people use it and create what they want versus what you want. My dear friend, this is a lifelong friendship, dependable. Okay, so that's with this elephant, this friendship with these two owls. Tell me about my dear friend. Mindful, empathy, sensitive. Listen. Listen. Okay, so maybe you need to listen to a friend. Friend. Well, you had communication coming in here. So maybe that was coming in from a friend. Listen to what? What are we listening to? Morning Dew Girl. Facing fears, consciousness, and awareness. Oh, yeah, this could have been somebody that, dang, you've known for a long time that was doing this. I think I did say this was like a drawn out period of time. Yeah, you have to face your fear and actually listen to the truth. Not putting on rose colored glasses, But tell me about this gut feeling and inner peace. The sea witch. The sea witch. What is that? Innocence, wonder, joy of play. Choices, letting go, and confidence. Growth, knowledge, age, experience of life. Yeah, you this was an experience I think you needed to go through to find your gifts, to find your gifts are within you, your gut feeling, your intuition, your spiritual knowledge. These are your gifts. And you're going to play with them, and you're going to have the confidence. You're going to grow in confidence. You're going to, the experience, the more that you play with them, the more you experience them, the more you become comfortable with them. And they just happen. You just are a part of you after that. You know what I mean? Talking about this wake up call and guilty rest. I think this bond was really holding you back. White rose of hope. Hope solution. Was that beacon and beginnings? Focus, possibilities, and motivation, like a bird. Not giving up hope and believing that in the possibilities that you can manifest yourself. Restoration, dreams, lullaby. Coming back to life, creating your dreams into reality versus what everybody else wanted, for the team, versus what you wanted to build for the team, and the routine, and how it's always gone, and all that crap. No, this is your world that you're cultivating, and that's what you're learning. What's this message? What was this communication? Lost in thought, isolation, sanctuary. Okay, well, mimicry, remembrance, and awareness. Okay, so you had to be isolated from this in order to see it clearly. You had to step out of it. That's why you had to have it boundaries. Maybe that's what the communication was. Okay, yeah, you got communication, whether that was from your intuition, spirit, whatever. Put up this energy shield, and then you can focus on what's going on. Elixir of life, healing, truth. Truth heals. It hurts sometimes. Memories, recognition, loneliness, crying for help, communication, blooming, freshness, process, and seek answers. You were seeking answers because something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. You knew it. This was a long period of time. Maybe something happened where you started reevaluating your life choices. We all know that comes. But anyways, the guidance is saying go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Keep your awareness. Any closing messages? Call to action. Enough planning. Move your feet. Small steps compound loudly. Progress loves momentum. Letting go. Yep. That's why you had to become aware of this. You're being somebody's puppet. You're cutting those strings. You're letting that go. You're being called. You hear the call. Breaking cycles. You're being called to break the cycle. Burned out. They're sucking you dry. This lifestyle, whatever it is, the people, inner child, play heals, offer comfort. We had play here too. That's what's going to heal you. Finding joy in life and playing, be a kid again. Have compassion for yourself. Trust yourself. Follow your gut. You definitely have some protection here. Whether you asked for it or not, it's here. But I did see cry for help and all that, so I think you've asked for this. You asked for help to be able to see clearly. Something wasn't right. You didn't feel right. I mean, heck, look at this. Survival within a bond. So you're trying to survive within some type of toxic bond. Yeah, something's not right. Anyways, you woke up. So pay attention. If you needed a sign that this was really going on, it is. Okay? So just pay attention. Focus. You got this. You got protection. Um, that's all I got for you guys. Till next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.